brought joy to all the kids' faces. They weren't going to have a Christmas tree. And like, I'm not really into like the whole Christmas, like, I don't know. Every day to me is like a holiday. I don't need special days to spend time with friends or family. But I understand how important it is for people, some people, right? And it's very important. It means the world. And the Down syndrome girl, I'm trying to remember what her name is. Jenny. I think her name was Jenny. And she's peeing blood. So she went out. They were all done with the Christmas trees at the church that was down the street. And she ended up calling Lowe's, and Lowe's, they were like giving them away for like $5. So like she scored this Christmas tree for $5. But she insisted on getting the Christmas tree. So we drove the Christmas tree over to their house, set it up, put it in the tree stand, like hold it down, or unpacked it, I guess you would say. And that reminded me of like my family, my mother's side. She had a handicapped uncle who was in Daytona Beach. That's the house I inherited in Daytona. And then my dad's side, there was a handicapped uncle. And they were both great people, but we did a lot for them. Like we'd go to the special home, and it's something I need to be doing more of. Just being in service to others. Like sometimes my activism is service to others. That's how I give back to people. Like that's my gift, is to be able to talk someone through the emotional trappings of a court case, or basically the state forcing their will on you is usually what it is. And I kind of miss doing magic. I used to do a lot of magic, and I would do my friends' birthday parties. And it'd probably be like $300 or $400, maybe $500 to get my magic stuff back together. Because this stuff just ain't cheap. But the magic always brought joy to all the kids' faces. So me and my friend would go out and pick up girls. And one of the, we'd do magic, and we read all these books, we were on all these forums, and there's a science to it. But I started doing magic. Well, my friend was floating a card at the bar, and he had these three blonde girls just grabbing at him, grabbing in his pants, and I was like, dude, I want to learn. I want to learn how to do fucking magic. So, and it was one of my frat buddies. I went to high school with him. I wasn't friends with him in high school. He played soccer, I played football, so we weren't friends. But I was in the same frat as him, and we played lacrosse together in college. And then we started partying and doing, just partying. And, yeah, in the frat house, and we go to the sorority's house, and, yeah, I had a lot of fucking fun with it. But I learned how to do magic, and I was practicing, because I'm obsessive. When, I want to do something, I obsess over it. So I spent hours and hours practicing my flourishes and my cuts and the coin magic, and just doing the trick over and over and over and over again to build that pattern. You build a pattern, you build a rapport, like canned speech. But we started reading books on how to pick up women, because the one magician, he took magic out of the equation, and he used the same, because magic's the best icebreaker. You can talk to anybody if you do it right. But you start learning about qualifying questions. People are always asking qualifying questions. It's just part of human human nature. It's a social dynamic between people. And qualifying questions are, oh, do you have a boyfriend? How much money do you make? What type of job do you have? What kind of car do you drive? Those are like qualifying. You're like qualifying to see if that person's a suitor or a mate, right? If you're interested in courtship, and it's more women than men, right? That really do the qualifying questions, but men do it too. But one of the and you never want to like jump through someone's hoop. You never want to answer a question. You never want to give someone control. Same within magic. It applied to magic as it applied to picking up women. And so we'd have all this canned material, basically. We'd have responses to just about any question. We do a magic trick enough, you could go like 3 or 4 sentences deep, like a yes, no, like yes, no, or no, or yes, yes. You have, because you've done the routine so much, it just becomes like supernatural. And so, so my friend we'd lie about what we did for a living, because after a while, it starts getting so easy that you want to make it more difficult. Like as your confidence builds. Because really that's all it is confidence. Your confidence will build after doing so many different routines, and like picking up women is a routine too. And because there's an art to it, right? There's a direction or a pattern. But so my friend would always say that he's a girl would ask what his job, what he did for a living, and he would say, I would say I was a big lighter repairman. So you could qualify, and by making that statement, you're qualifying the girl to see how smart she really is. Because the cute ditzy ones will be like, oh, you repair big lighters? So impressive. And another one see that you're just fucking with them, and it's like it's a flirt. You know, like you're not gonna get it, right? But so I was a big lighter repairman, and he was an inflatable fortress technician. And he'd always say, the look on the kids' faces, I bring such happiness to them when I blow up their fortress. I don't know why I brought that up, but I always say that the look of the kids for the magic. He's a magic man. Yeah. I mean, I'd have, like, my Facebook from, like, 10 years ago was me in the bar with all these different women with cards in their mouth, cards in their tits, like, holding coins, like, yeah, we worked it. We'd go out, like, 3 nights a week. That was all I was concerned about. I am talking about the book, The Game. It's a good book. I read it, the first time I read it, I was like, this is so fucking stupid. I was like, none of this works. But I'll tell you, The Game by Neil Strauss, it's dead on. It's made to look like a Bible because it is the Bible. You know the writer? Neil, no, hold on. Is that Neil Strauss? There's The Game, and then there's Neil Strauss, yeah. And then there's The Mystery Method. Both great books. And like I read it, I was like, this is fucking stupid. So I gave it to my friend who was doing the magic, because we were doing the magic. like the magic, you don't even need the fucking book, right? The book, you don't need the book because you're doing magic. But when you add magic together with the book, like we started fucking studying that book. That book became our textbook. That became, and we'd go out, we'd do 4 or 5 different bars a night, and then we would take notes and shit afterwards. We'd talk about what would work and what didn't work. And then, like, all of it, like...
Unchained in a world full of whispers, she's unrestrained. Riddle me this, riddle me that. What's hidden under her hat? A maze of intentions, are you brave enough for that? She's coming for you, like shadows at noon, with riddles on her lips and a howl like the moon.